drama? We have enough drama. Yeah? You ever notice I don't love drama too much either? But I was called out by this man, and he's making false accusations against me, and he's a liar. You guys all know that. He says he's gonna sue Google and bring down Google because of the thumbs down and thumbs up were misrepresented on his terrible videos where he tries to play music. You guys notice he's not a real musician. Have you ever seen the terrible streams he's done lately?
Across the world, all across the world, all across the earth, across the band. Across again, across again, across again. Lessons learned again, lessons deserved. Men, government men, critical men.
So the most insensitive thing you can ever do to somebody is to call them crazy without looking at any of their information and without acknowledging any of their theories that sound crazy to you at first but might have validity to them after you've investigated genuinely and looked into the claim and looked at all the evidence and made up your own decision.
Says he's gonna sue Google and bring down Google because of the thumbs down and thumbs up were misrepresented on his terrible videos.
Now, there's been a lot of talk lately about YouTube and Google censoring extremist videos. And by extremist, I mean people who are trying to help spread truth, help talk about things that need to be talked about. They're labeled as extremists or internet terrorists, they call them. And what I want to do today is give you guys a clear example of a channel that is being throttled, a channel that is being choked, suppressed. If there's any positive reinforcement towards some of these videos, it's possible that they are being suppressed to the point where they are not propped up the way they should be. They're not promoted genuinely. We're going to give you a quick example. So Math Powerland did a video recently about some live show, late night streaming. And what I want to do is give you guys a quick example here, real quick. Let's just zoom in, make these a little bit bigger. Take note, I have not voted on this video yet. It's 178 ups, 80 down, okay? Now I'm going to give this a click, a refresh, just to confirm, all right? 178 ups, 80 down, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like this video. Now it's 179. Okay, and 80 down. So if I click up, it's 179 now, that was my vote. And if I refresh it, wait, I just thumbs up this video. Hold on a minute, I like it, 179. Let's confirm that it actually shows up on my channel as a liked video. There it is, all right, I liked it. But if I refresh this page, what is that? It was just 179. All of a sudden, 178. What did my vote not count? Very strange. Now, if you take a look here, it still shows up on my liked videos. It's right there. However, Google did not think it was important that my vote counted towards the positives. Instead, it took my 179, my one vote that made it a 9, and it went back to 8. Are you trying to tell me that amazingly somebody out there unliked this video by unchecking their thumbs up at the exact same time? No, that's not the case, because I'll tell you why. We can do it with any of the NASA channel's videos. All right, here's another one. Oh, this one has more downs than ups. Math has 27,000 subscribers, all right? 27,000 people out there should be voting positively for things he does. They like him, they follow him, should be right there. And yet we have more down? Okay, so I'm gonna cast my vote on this. Look, I'll refresh it too, just so you guys can see it. 114, all right? Math's up here rocking away. He's doing some cool, flat earth rock jam band music stuff. He's trying to get people, listening to what he's doing. It's creative, it's better than the shit they put on the mainstream, right? Fucking mainstream music. We don't want to listen to that. I'll listen to this any day. And amazingly, 114, let's refresh one more time. Show you there's no tricks. 114 to 134. I like this video. 115 to 134. And on the refresh, it goes back down to 114. Oh, that is not how this is supposed to work. So does this mean that when we vote for presidents, when we vote for politicians and presidents, our votes get counted but then rejected? Is that how it goes? Because I'm pretty sure that voting is not only an illusion of choice, but it's a complete fucking illusion in general. So here we are now voting for something I like, and my vote did not get counted twice. And there's a third video I took. Any video I do on the NASA channel's channel will have that happen. I'm kind of without words here, Google. So we're suppressing, here's another one, 478. I like his video. We do a refresh, goes back down. Apparently I do not matter, all right? And if I'm being suppressed, how many other videos out there with people's likes and votes and everything along those lines? How many of those people are being suppressed, all right? 14,000 people saw this, only 478. There should be thousands of likes, even dislikes. There should be more dislikes and more likes than dislikes. There should be all that. Nothing.
Okay, Matt. At first I thought he was full of shit. Let me reduce the volume here. At first I thought he was full of shit and he's crying for nothing. I like Matt Boylan. But then, after watching his first video, I tried this myself. I'm taking a video in my essay here. Let's see if it does it again. So it's 58. It's 58, 65. So I just did I refreshed the page and it showed 59 because I hit the like. It says 59 to 65. Then I did a refresh just here. I did a refresh and my like disappeared. Came back down to 58.65 instead of 59.65. Let's try it again. Like, yeah, 59.65. Refresh. $58.65. What the fuck? $57.65. $58.65. Remove $57.65. $58.65 now. What the fuck? $59.65. $58.65 again. What the fuck? $59.65. $58.65. What the fuck? Okay. So let's say maybe this is a bug with YouTube. Let's try his last one. 220.39. I remove one. Refresh. 219.39. What the fuck? Okay, let's search CNN. Let's see these fucking cunts. Fucking wankers. Okay, come on, CNN. 100.
They're too stupid to even program this shit so you don't notice it. Like, how many times? Stupidest.
Well, you may have seen it on your way to work or school or just driving around. A new billboard has some people thinking about the Earth.
And asking the question, could the Earth be flat? Greg Argos is here with more on the movement that is taking on centuries of scientific research. Greg?
It really is, guys. And Yuki, Jess, this was just unveiled just yesterday, in fact. This billboard, a digital billboard unveiled yesterday, and it's calling into question a theory most of us have accepted, that the Earth, of course, is round. But those behind this billboard say, well, we've all been tricked.
Drivers heading eastbound on the Schuylkill already battle some serious traffic. But now there's another distraction slowing them down, and it's just 100 feet above their heads.
No. That's pretty ridiculous. They're missing a lot.
Sandwiched between two insurance ads is this bold 3-word billboard: Research Flat Earth.
I know about these folks.
I can't believe this is for real.
That they have some very hard, concrete evidence that they've convinced themselves that the Earth is flat.
We believe this is something that needs to be talked about.
Math Powerland purchased the ad.
$900 a week for that one.
He's a member of the Infinite Plane Society, whose members believe the Earth is flat. He says NASA's pictures and spacewalks showing a curved Earth are all made up.
We believe it's all faked. All of it's in front of CGI, augmented virtual reality. The spacewalks are, for the most part, done in desalinated water tanks.
They're stuck in like 1492.
Actually, more like 330 BC.
The Greek mathematicians figured out that the Earth is round simply by looking at the angle of shadows in different places on the surface of the planet.
Derek Pitts, the Franklin Institute's chief astronomer, says it's fine to have different opinions, but when there is concrete evidence to the contrary, you have to accept reality.
We've been able to observe lunar eclipses from Earth. The only way you can make a curved shadow is if you have a curved object that blocks the light.
I apply the scientific method, not just to science and reality, whether that's a real continent or a real picture or a real formula or Antarctica. I apply it to people. I apply it to see if the person is fake or real. And what I do is I give every opportunity for that person. I'll meet them, if I'm not sure, I'll just keep going until I get them right down on the ground. I go, and I'm looking them right in the face, and I got their face right in their puddle of their own shit, and I'm going, so, are you fake or you real? Are you fake or you fake or you real? Are you fake or you?
So,
Was it Cody Greer?
Cody Greer just broke the chat record and sent me $250. Cody Greer is now the chat sending champion of ever. $250 from Cody Greer. Holy shit, dude. You guys are going to put me up in style, man. I'll be staying at the Holiday Inn, ordering room service and shit if this keeps up, man. Raiding the mini bar and shit. Oh my God. You guys, thank you so much. I didn't even know this I didn't know it was this awesome. And I got to thank IPS for helping me do this, because I was asking them how to work this, and it's not really like a format I'm super familiar with. And so I got to thank IPS and, for making it possible for guys like Cody Greer, and Tim Collins to hook me up with all, with this money, which will easily get me across the United States and back. Like that right there, you guys, is enough gas money to probably take care of me, like expense. And yeah, that's awesome, you guys. I appreciate that so much.
We appreciate all 666 of you watching.
600. Oh, it went up right when you said that to 667. Oh, back down to 665.
All 666 of you watching. 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 All 666 of you watching.
600. Oh, it went up right when you said that to 667. Oh, back down to 665.
Where am I? Wouldn't you like to know? Antarctica? Foreign landscape? That's not a sailboat over there. Those aren't people. There's no wires. And there's no snow. There's a limited amount of vegetation. Wouldn't you like to know about this place? Foreign environment you've never visited. Could you even imagine that? Or when I say that, you can only think of Mars and NASA. Nauseating. Nauseating because all they provide you is artwork. And they have you looking up at the stars in the dark night, twinkling lights, pretending those are celestial orbital planets that you can land on with a rocket, but you never will. Meanwhile, they're hiding this. For all you know. Where am I? Do I have exclusive access? Wouldn't you like to know? Or would you rather just believe? Or wouldn't you like to know? Would you like to believe? Or would you like to know? You choose one, because it seems to me you're okay being placated with believing. I'm into knowing. I would like to know. I don't want to believe the earth is a ball because you showed me a cartoon picture painted by the likes of artists of my caliber. I want to know. So the only way to know this is doing an expedition clear across the continent of Antarctica. But they won't let you unless you're one of them. Because if we come into contact with where I am now, well, that pretty much throws out the last 500 or 600 or 1,000 years of history, doesn't it? Including your World War II and whatever happened then. That means nothing if the earth isn't a ball and it just continues flat. And they're hiding this. Wouldn't you like to know? Or wouldn't you like to believe? I mean, that's just so lame. Wouldn't you like to believe? Who says that? Oh, wouldn't you like to believe? No, the expression is, wouldn't you like to know? But you're also happy with your beliefs. Believe they went to the moon. Believe the earth is a ball. Believe the earth is round. You say it. You don't believe the earth is round? No, I don't do believe. And I can't say I know it's round, right? Without saying I have to believe in somebody who says it's round or believe in a picture. I've never seen that point of view. So this is about an expedition across Antarctica. We've got a lot of people that have invaded the flat earth and none of them bring it up. These are covert operatives that are here to contain, hide me on the web, and take away any kind of talk that surrounds the notion of proving the earth is flat through an expedition across the Antarctic. And that's what this is about. That's what Math Power Land is about. That's what Math, Power, and Land is all about. Real estate. I want to see the real estate. So you could believe in the real estate photo they show you of the earth being a spinning ball, and then I can't feel a spin. Oh, that's gravity. Whatever, magic. I'm into doing an expedition with real men and women. So people go on and on, oh, you're divisive and all this drama. I'm telling you who came in here to drown out the conversation about an expedition. Because you'll notice how they're fakes. None of them bring up an expedition across Antarctica. I'm the only one. And that's how many operatives have invaded the flat earth. And you're all falling for this nerd surge, and it's making me look bad. It's making my work look bad. And it's ruining the credibility of launching an expedition, having all these wackos with their stupid toy cartoon mascots and their little super chat sucking your money, when the money could actually be going to real billboards like photo or painting with the globe in the middle, or mobile billboards, little shirts, photo or painting. People go photo, you go, no, Math Powerline painted that. Artist painted all your globes. Your reality is painted. That's not a real photo. Check. And you still want to debate this. Ooh! You got nothing. I took it away from you. So, calm. Nobody around. Yeah, if it means getting away from the monkeys and the likes of people who think I'm crazy when I'm the one who's going to see the new world, I'm pretty sure they called Columbus crazy too. So what are you going to do, hate me some more? Go ahead. I'm here to attract the RH negative and what intelligence is left in the RH positive pool. Because there are some and they're behind me. But most who are falling for this group trend, the blind faith flat earther, right, who makes the entire thing look bad. You know, it's like, it's turning out to be like that rave where, you know, it should have ended around 4 in the morning, but then it's like, it's 10 in the morning and the whole place is full of like drug addicts, sausages, just like gyrating, zombies, and there's no hot chicks. That's what the flat earth is turning into because of this nerd surge of disgruntled white males. And now the nerds have come in and they're trying to hipsterify it into some sort of like trendy little mockumentary, and they're making fun of you because they're little wormy circumcised grease balls with slick black hair with their RH positive blood pretending to be smart, you know, stating they're ex-Satanists or atheists or agnostics, but don't bring up an expedition, don't bring up God, don't bring up fractal, don't bring up the real new science or the old science. And they're just there to take your money with their little group of gamers and invoking a tone of mocking when they talk about what really is. It's flat, folks. The earth is flat. It always is going to be flat, always was flat. It is flat. I should know because I deal with the flat earth every day and I am the flat earth. That is my work. Let's talk about America and its place in the world today. And its place. Short-legged, long-legged, manic, depressive, fanatic, autistic, Islamic, Hispanic, Chinese. And you will all change, mark my way, mark this day. I'm like a truck coming your way. I'm like a truck coming full speed. I'm like a truck coming your way. Full speed. I'm like a truck coming your way. Full speed. I'm like a truck coming your way. Full speed. I'm like a truck coming at you full speed. Soldiers out there in the fields, in honor of our America. Tornado, swirling shake, earthquake machines, causing trouble, hurricane in your face. Pay the way to my face. Coming at you, say by say, away, out of my way. I'm coming. I'm not the flat earth. Well, this is the flat earth and this is my flat earth. This is what I did this week. While everyone attacked me for not allowing my name and my 15 years of work to be absorbed by some kid. Kid, as in, you know, baby goat, right? Who does zombie art, like crayon puke on canvas. Who thinks he's married to this woman? So once again, like they stole Matthew Boylan on IMDb with all my movie and TV credits, they tried to take my name and associate this beautiful woman to some greasy stranger. Where, you know, a guy who was pretending to be my friend never even asked his real name and allowed him to take mine.
What's his real name? Ask him his name.
In his presence.
Don't you want to know? Aren't you curious? These
You
guys?
guys are following somebody you don't even know their real name. At least you know I used to be Matthew Boylan until they took that. And now I'm Matt Powerland, and then they tried to take that. I mean, come on. We're fine with like separating from the nerd crew. You don't get how you're being made fun of. You're a liability. You're a liability to the expedition. And this is Admiral Powerland and She Powerland signing off.
support our billboard because it's going to be coming.
There are things about it that just seem weird and controlled, like it's truth. The earth is flat, there's no curvature, and it's not spinning. But as far as like that AE map, and the sun and moon's motions are on that AE map, and ice wall surrounding us, man, no, none of that's really been proven, at least not to my satisfaction. All right, and I feel like Matt came along pushing the UN logo in his comedy specials, and then Dubé came pushing ice wall and AE map, and then Matt separated and started pushing these other maps, unverified maps with continents way out there that are undiscovered, that he claims like he has knowledge that these are real places. He's a painter and a comedian, an actor. Oh, well, is he also a boat captain too? He's a boat captain apparently. Yeah, can you imagine Matthew on the boat, like let's go that way. I'm the guy who started this, and I want to go that way, right? He's a boat captain too, right? He knows which way to go to find the new land, right? He knows, right? Trust in Matthew. He painted the globe. He started it, so he has to know which way to steer the boat, right? Oh, and when he gets to the ice wall, he's got a plan. He's gonna get snowcats up there and get on snowcats and traverse the ice until he can see another source of light, and then he's gonna try to get close to that source of light and just get closer and closer till he finds the next pond with the next circular sun. It's bullshit talk, you guys. It's a pipe dream. He's not taking your money and stacking it into an account like for his Antarctica trip. It's all bullshit. So,
Was it Cody Greer?
Cody Greer just broke the chat record and sent me $250. Cody Greer is now the chat sending champion of ever. $250 from Cody Greer. Holy shit, dude. You guys are gonna put me up in style, man. I'll be staying at the Holiday Inn, ordering room service and shit if this keeps up, man. Raiding the minibar and shit. Oh my god. You guys, thank you so much. I didn't even know this was this. I didn't know it was this awesome. And I got to thank IPS for helping me do this, because I was asking them how to work this, and it's not really like a format I'm super familiar with. And so I got to thank IPS and, for making it possible for guys like Cody Greer, and Tim Collins to hook me up with all, with this money, which will easily get me across the United States and back. Like that right there, you guys, is enough gas money to probably take care of me, like.
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. I think my schedule would be good for the 3rd and the last week of July. What day were you thinking of, or what weekend were you thinking of doing it?
Well, it's going to be the entire month, but
Oh, you're doing what day would you do the what day would you do the dingling? Sorry for my slang.
Could you possibly make it like the weekend of the 3rd and 4th, or maybe we could before I get my calendar?
Well, I'm working on a piece that I would be able to bring down, but it wouldn't be ready until like maybe the 2nd, 3rd. And I think I would just exhibit it that evening. I don't know if anybody's going to buy it because it's a big piece.
Yeah, because I'm totally cool with doing like an event later in the month.
So you would just start the exhibit, and then we do like the big, because then I think what would happen is then you would promote it, the first few weeks, and then we do the big opening, maybe the 3rd. I could do the 3rd week of July.
That'd be perfect.
Okay, because that'll give me time to finish what I want to do and then bring down. It's an Adam and Eve piece, or I'm going to bring a flat Earth piece, like a high altitude piece. But I'm hoping to have this Adam and Eve piece finished, where she's like giving him the apple is the globe. So
That'd be awesome.
yeah, and the flat Earth is in the background. So it's going to have all this kind of like motif, like biblical and all this stuff. I could schedule it, pencil in my book. Did you find a place yet?
Yeah, I'm still looking at a few places. I'm trying to find one that meets your specifications. But just about a day, actually 2 days ago, I reached my funding goal. And so today, I think starting tomorrow, I'm going to be checking out places. And I expect to have a formal announcement, an address,
by Saturday.
I was looking at some of your stuff, man. Your chat raids are just priceless.
Oh man, I got some alt-right controlled opposition agents, the loose and shit, Mike Cernovich, White House press passage, he's on his board. We got under their skin. It's effective.
Yeah, it's a good no, because then you see them reacting, which then their viewers see it, and it's like more effective than I think the anonymous whatever that group is. You know what I mean? It's a little more real than what's going on. I heard you got a billboard maybe going up outside of Philadelphia.
We're already put up a billing this week. I think next week actually, right outside the Philadelphia airport. 8 seconds. It's a 20-foot by 60-foot billboard. They said it'll be viewed 340,000 times.
Oh wow! And you did this all through crowdfunding?
Yeah, I'm doing everything through crowdfunding. I put any of my own money.
Wow, I could never raise jack shit. They were always blocking me on that. Chemtrail plane. I don't know if you saw the photos. I've never seen a president in a chemtrail plane. And
that's interesting.
Yeah. What's your stance on chemtrails?
You know, it's either I think it's either obscuring something. I don't know if they're necessarily poisoning, but I think they're obscuring something.
You don't think they're like it's like a great means for the Bill Gates Foundation and the UN Center of Population Control for sterilization?
Like, I think they might set up some type of spray thing and have it go into routine for one reason, and then on X day, they can change whatever's in it.
Well, I think once they start like doing something to make rain, then they're like, hey, why don't we just throw Prozac on them on Tuesday?
Yeah.
Hey, let's have Viagra Thursdays. You know what I mean? Like, hey, while we're at it, why don't we fucking sterilize them and make them all stupid? I mean, once you start like allowing spray of the atmosphere, I mean, it's pretty much all the above at that point, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah.
people ask me all the time, what do you think about vaccinations? And I'm like, well, I'm not against medicine. But
no. So there's certainly vaccinations. There's certainly, I mean, there's some good stuff. But you know, it's also a great pretext now with the Zika fear to, you know, let's inject it straight into the fetus and make a retarded human. You know, so it's.
They want to train us to accept needles in the arms of Big Brother, and that's the problem.
That's the problem. Mandatory vaccination with made-up bio-warfare insects, or using the insects as a cover, just to have the planes fly over and drop. You know, so I mean, yeah.
The last time we spoke, right after we spoke, I was about to go online, and Patricia Steer was about to go online at the same time, and inexplicably the power on my entire block went off for 6 hours. And I don't know if it's a coincidence, but do they have the ability to like do little, I don't know if it's necessarily, like just literally like shut off parts of the grid if they want to?
Yes. Yeah, it's a smart grid now. Yeah, it's a smart grid. I mean, Jared Kushner's involved with the 5G rollout, and then adding even more cooker towers everywhere, which is like, I think the signal on the phones and the computers is fast enough. I don't need it any faster. If they are calculating in the military the spin of the Earth, the Coriolis effect, and curvature, they're going to miss their targets. And maybe that's why they're hitting hospitals and schools, because they're calculating curvature. And the only time you see them when they do a precision hit on camera, it's always like flying above, always bird's eye. You never see them hitting a target across the plane or the curve of the Earth, like across the horizon. They never show that. They always show it like flying over drone or plane.
Now that's hilarious.
Oh yeah, no, I'm full of insights. People say, you don't offer many proofs. I'm like, I don't fucking need to, nerd. I mean, you go out and do the measurement. It's like plain as day in your face. Here's another one that's really funny. It's this debunk that they keep thinking, like, to save their image of the Earth as a ball, like Rogan and everybody. Well, of course they're composites. Of course it's pastiche and collage. The Earth is so big and it's so round. Diameter of this sphere is supposedly 6,000 miles, with a circumference of 35,000 miles. 6,000 miles. So at 5 miles, you can see a curvature. Press play.
You look at the images from the space station where they circle the moon, or they circle the Earth rather. I mean, there's many satellite images of the Earth in its entirety. You know, and one of the things that the argument was is how come every photograph of the Earth is a compilation of photographs? Well, because they're all taken from 300 miles up. The Earth is huge.
Pause it. So you see a curve at 5 miles, but at 300 miles, if you could see a curve at 5 miles up, you would be able to get quite a bit of your curved ball Earth at 300 miles. 300 miles times 5 miles, 5 times 300, that's 1,500 miles. Press play.
You have to take compilations. You have to. It's the only way to get
Well, except for the Apollo photo, the Apollo 17 coming back.
Pause it.
As the
Neil deGrasse Tyson has now incriminated himself as a representative and spokesman for NASA, saying that we cannot get a full image of the Earth as a ball because we're not far enough into space and the Earth is too big. And Joe Rogan concurs and evokes that response. Continue.
one as Africa, Antarctica view is the full Earth. Very few full Earths. It's very hard to get a full Earth single photo. Of course, when we went to the moon
Pause it.
There coming back.
So you can't get a full picture of the Earth as a ball. No, the other one. So you can't get a full picture of the Earth as a ball because it's so big. So how'd you get Jupiter? It's further away, and it's even bigger than the Earth. And it's not just one image. You've got many different angles. You got Mercury. Go through all the Jupiters. So the presentation is always at the mercy of me doing this at the last minute. Now you're not going to hear Eric Dubay say this before me. You look at the video. Now I'm going to clearly tell you that all these people are saying my insights and my proofs and using my logic, which started the flat Earth, a posterior, which means in Latin, in case you don't know that language, or the English language, because it's an English word, aftermath. Yes, aftermath. And so here's the insight. There's a full ball of Jupiter. So if you're going to say the notion that the Earth is a ball, but we can't get a picture of it because it's too big, you've just canceled out an entire model of your universe. That means these are also composite renderings and artist renderings. That means there is no evidence in photo of any of your planetary bodies. Game, set, and match. Checkmate. If you can't get the Earth as a ball because it's too big, then you can't get Jupiter. You can't get Mercury. You can't get Venus. Oh, and your favorite, a nice scoop of Saturn. And isn't it funny how many different angles we have of Saturn? If you can't get a picture of the Earth from space and you have to make artist composites because it's too vast and too big a size of a sphere, then you can't get Saturn from above. You can't get Saturn on an angle. I'm sorry, I just took your favorite planet away from you. So here they are, committing the fallacy of logic. That in order to protect one little lie, they've committed a fallacy that destroys the entire model of their solar system. Debate me. You cannot debate me. If you debate me, you incriminate yourself. So you create these go-betweens that are easy to collapse on quackery, radicalism, and hatred speech, which I espouse to none of. I espouse to surgical, conclusive, observable, measurable facts. And I connect the dots where you hold one tenet while the other one is canceled out. Having zero logic or canceling out one logic to support the logic of another tenet means you're desperately trying to hold on to your model that the Earth is bending and curving along with the 3/4 of the ocean bodies. If you want to believe that water bends to make a sphere, that takes more belief than that in God. Now, let's talk about how they've infiltrated my name. I mean, you can't get all of it, so we have to do composites. Oh yeah, how do you explain Jupiter? That's a big fucking ball. It's even further away. Or Venus, or Mars, or Mercury. It's so funny, they just canceled out their entire model of the universe just to protect that one lie why they can't get the full ball of the Earth. It's like, But people just can't connect the dots. You know what I mean? It's like there's something going on. Either there's something in the water called fluoride, which I'm from Quebec. There's no fluoride in the water. So I think what happens is the fluoride, like Hitler used in the camps on the Jews, it makes the brain numb and thickens the brain tissue. It swells it up. And so I think that's what's going on here is the food, the water. I mean, why do you need to drop fluoride in the water? Well, you know, like you're trying to, it's so that we have nice teeth. Well, the fish don't have any fucking teeth unless it's pike. So so we really care about animals and the environment, except when it comes to our teeth. It's like, you know what I mean? But I think the problem is people don't connect the dots. That's the issue.
You know, I see it. I see the cumulative effect, and we don't have...
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here. You blocked out.
Okay, no, I'm hearing yours.
Hello?
Okay, can you hear me now on the speaker?
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know what... Man,
Your phone is like...
Yeah, it never does it.
Oh, wow. Okie dokie. That's wild. Yeah, okay. Or I think we do have electronic interference, but we also have electronic interference. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Well, look, listen, I could square it away in my agenda for the 3rd week of July. And we come down. I'll bring Jacques, my guitarist, and I'll even, I'll try to get... I don't know, maybe we'll try to get a drum kit in the car and bring down the drummer and stuff and make this like a real fiasco. You know what I mean? Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just I can tell when you're not there. It's like it's blocking out.
Wow. A lot of people want to see it happen, and there'll be an overwhelming amount of support. I think it's going to be easier.
Okay, well, you're breaking up.
Dude, you guys are gonna put me up in style, man. I'll be staying at the Holiday Inn, ordering room service and shit if this keeps up. Man.
We believe this is something that needs to be talked about.
Math Powerland purchased the ad.
$900 a week for that one.
He's a member of the Infinite Plane Society whose members...
Best flat earth video ever. You should paint the globe like time lapse over like a year. Paint the globe like really fucking good globe, man. And you know what he said? Jake, it takes too long. This takes longer than a year. I'd have to lock myself away for like 3-4 years to get it right.
I just have real eyes that realize. And they still tried to kill me. And fools think I put makeup on my face to make it look like an accident. That I faked swelling on my forehead. And now the movement that I started finally gains traction because of deception, exhaustion. People finally arrive at the final gate, but it's too late. I've been waiting for years, almost a decade, even more. And I told you the score, and you laughed in my face. Called me a fool and ridiculed me insane. The words just flow off the top of my head. I know so much I can't forget. Everything integrates and synthesizes into one common state. The earth is not a ball, and here now lies your foolish heathenist fate. You couldn't recognize the real McCoy. You went for the ploy, the fake bait. The infiltrating operation wasn't just one man, one psyop, one disinformation agent. It was an entire fake culture unloaded that week. The week when I declared war against the globe. And still, the story goes. You have not used your eyes, your ears, your mouth, your sense of sense to tell the difference between the real McCoy and those who accuse me of being the fake. Photo or painting was my game, and I called it first. Jealous man, you want to have the world you've always had. You want to control every woman at your beck and call. While they do their nails and talk about nonsense, You unravel barbed wire and fences. I tell you so clearly, clear as the blue sky once was, if you care to remember. The earth is flat and there's more land, and now they want to just bring you the new boss, same as the last. They don't care if it's a ball or it's flat, just don't go poke around the South Pole, friends. We want to keep you in your fence. Like chattel and cattle ready for slaughter, eating the food now we make, pretending to be God, telling you Math Powerland is really Math Boylan, and he's the fake. You called me evil, you woke me up late at night, you could have stabbed me in the throat because you had a mental psychotic break. You saw some video because I wore 33 on a shirt and it was the color orange. You thought I was pretending to be the son of God, the sun that roams around the North Pole. No, I just use that number to count because it's between 32 and 34, and it's a handy practical thing when I'm counting up the fools for the final day, the final score. You failed the test, you're all late. Girls, you were too busy getting your nails done with polymers and shaking. I'm on the wrong side now, might be the right side. Apparently it's the last chapter of your great book of lies you call the Bible, the written word of God, the acronym on your dollar. Guns, oil, and drugs rule the world. English wasn't around when they write that book, old boy. And now you worship the idea of a purge, a rapture, a judgment day, where the heathens and the evil will be scourged from the earth in one final play. Well, a sinless world, a utopia, is one without choice, one without freedom to voice what you think, what you thought, and the critical analysis of the liars in charge. So I bid you farewell as I join the devil in his judgment day and put the rest of you fools that join me and then drop me, calling me a fake. Photo or painting, real or fake, truth will always pose as deceit and accuse the real McCoy as the devil. I mean, didn't you see it all? The world is a stage, and when a man stands up to say he's not going to believe in nonsense, and the world rallies around those who take his ideas, photo or painting, and turn it against him to say he's the fake, well, what would you expect for this young messiah or a young leader to become other than Lucifer and hold the gates open to hell?
To take their artwork and turn it into something that they claim is their own. To take their name or their artist signature and say, I'm that person. It's like it's not only illegal, it's also wrong. Like skateboarding is a crime, but it's not a sin. So with this you get both. You're fucked on both sides. I cannot believe. Is it jealousy? Oh my God, Matt said the other day it was so funny, mocking his attackers. He's got special abilities, kill him! What's the matter? Why are you, oh my God, why are you attacking him? Why? He gave you all your jokes for all your little memes. Oh, well, this is the first photo of the Apollo landing on the moon. Who took the photo? That's directly from Matt's stand-up, and you put it on memes, you don't give him credit, and you say there's an ice wall, and you say there's a dome, but you've never been, and you don't know. I don't appreciate people speaking for me. I don't appreciate people speaking for my husband. We should not have to come out and say this. We should be doing like fun experiments and playing music, and Matt should be like, you know, shooting his mouth off and doing stand-up. So why do you think this is happening? You know? Are we playing into their hand? To a certain degree, because they want us to stop talking about flat earth and focus on the drama between each other. But we are, if there really are as many genuine people out there as I think there are, again, like I said, every day we wake up and we see there's more and more fakes. But you need to realize this. You need to realize that this is being done to the guy that leaked it on television. If only you could get flat earth on TV. Have you ever heard of Math Powerland? It is a broken record. I can see why he's fed up at this point. Over 10 years of just the same, trying to get people to understand the full spectrum, the big picture. And you turn on him. You turn on the guy who gave you the idea for those offensive shirts. You refuse to sign our document assuring that Math and I are in fact in love. Too bad we just can't use your Facebook post, but that's not, apparently that's not binding. If it wasn't for Math, you wouldn't have a career. How's that? A career. Did you want to have a career in the flat earth? Because you're a fucking anarchist. I wanted to have a career and build a following and fuck girls. And oh, I am sad that poor Rusty had to get involved in the middle of this. That is one thing I am sad about. I think everyone can agree on that. Poor Rusty. Should never have been involved. Poor Rusty. But you fucked up, kid. And you sold out. And you thought you could make a game show out of Lucifer's realm. The more I think about this and the more I talk about this, the more I understand where my husband's coming from. The more I try to explain to you why you should take a look at this thing one more time, the more I realize, oh God, why bother? Why even bother? Because there's going to be so many people that just they don't understand, they don't get it, and they don't care because they brush their teeth with too much fluoride. That was one thing that when we were out in Vegas, we were doing the whole, fire fractal street preach with it. Which is it? A couple girls, like, I don't know if they were on Quaaludes, just normal, just trendy black chicks, sunglasses. I don't know. I don't care. It's like, oh, so you don't want to care. You don't want to know about the state of your reality. You don't care whether or not you've been lied to about, where you live and what the world is and no, not really, no. So that could be fluoride, or there could be a serious, major manufactured virus that has caused disconnect in over 85% of the fucking population. It's kind of funny though, like, I don't want to sound like an elitist, and I hope that they don't, come for us and try to recruit us, which obviously this whole thing that happened was like a weird recruitment with the Masons. I have no idea, and there's still Masonic infiltration going on in our work outside of Flat Earth when it comes to Matt's artwork on the floors. You guys have no idea. Well, they've killed him by now. It's called a slow kill. And it's slowly fucking killing me too. Okay? Cut it out. Wake up. Grow up. Get some original thought, original ideas. Use that energy that you have to, like, go fuck girls or get fucked up and use it on, like, actual creative energy. If you take that and you harness that, I'm studying this right now, if you take that and you harness that and you put it into a creative outlet, that's actually what that energy is for. And you can take energy that would be given to, I hate to hesitate to use the word like lust and sin, but you know what I mean, just general debauchery. and you take that and you harness it and you put it into a creative outlet. But it's very, very hard to do when all you do is copy other people. You'll never be able to harness your own creativity. So imitation. Who else does that? Not creation, but imitation. Who else? Who else does that? If you guys can figure out who else does that, comment down below. I can't think of it. Judas Gibson. You fucking sold out, dude. You sold out. You sold out. You sold out. You have literally zero knowledge on who Math has worked with and the types of people that he's been in company with. Zero knowledge of the matter. So I really, really, really wouldn't be so sure of yourself. Okay? You're a thief. Insert laugh track here.
In 2000, I think it was 2016, about a year ago, I had somebody engage me saying that, hey, you're just nearby. I'm a flat earther. I got a channel. Why don't I come over and we'll do some stuff? The person forced themselves by proximity to be on my channel. When I first met the person did the unthinkable, which was basically film walking into my office in my home, because I was staying there when I was in town, in a warehouse. He filmed the entrance and the address, and within 2 months after that, because he put it online, I got robbed, $2,500. This person had no empathy for that. I asked him to take down my address from the internet. And he finally took it down. I told him, what are you doing? What were you thinking? You had no right to do that. I only found out they did this after the fact. I let it go. This person drank poisonous, genetically modified garbage liquor, and I would never take anything from this person, be food or what that person drinks. But I always offered quality foods, organic foods and drinks when the person would come over. I'm a great host. And I encouraged this person so I can encourage their channel, because I needed some allies, being the person who took the lead in this world, pushing the question, photo or painting, which started the flat earth. I took the lead. The leader is usually the one who takes the lead. So I took the lead, the initiative online, to tell you that this is a painting. And how do I know that? Because you can't decide whether it's a photo or painting. And when you say it's a photo, you're wrong. That's my painting. So that's how the flat earth started. It was me going on stage as a comedian, challenging the crowd to decide between images, which was a photo and which was a painting, or which painting looked like a photo and which photo looked like a painting. And the crowd fails. So when we get to the images of space, well, nobody has any reference. That's how the flat earth started. I took the lead on that. A leader is someone who takes the lead, who has the lead, who first led the operation. That's what a leader is. Another sign of a leader is usually what the enemy will attack. Now, like I said in that other video, I didn't start the flat earth to be liked. When you look at the first flat earth video on the web, on the NASA channel, to this day, there's more thumbs down than there are thumbs up. So for somebody to attack me and say, nobody likes your videos, the thumbs are down, that's a globalist. I don't care if he's got the trappings of a flat earther, that's a globalist. That's a glober who's just doing the exact same thing as a glober, but now pretending to be a flat earther. Attacking Math Powerland is attacking photo or painting. It's attacking the flat earth itself, the person who started it. So anybody who attacks Math Powerland or allows someone to forge his signature without Math Powerland's consent, when it's an actual company, and, well, first off, you're a liar. That's dishonest. Did somebody pay you so you could just turn a blind eye when you were like an accomplice to this? Now this person is now defaming me, lying, and speaking on my behalf across internet right now on his channel, while he was accomplice to somebody who frauded my LLC. Math Powerland is a corporation that I started, Jake Gibson, And you have no right to sit there and be an accomplice with somebody who's basically going to take my company name and my entire body of work. So you've helped yourself to the photo or painting with lunar module or homeless shelter at the expense of people that are on the street, and that's all they have. It's a very, very toxic message to have on a shirt, to even push flat earth or the lunar hoax. And it's a knockoff, once again, of photo or painting. This or that. Choose this or choose that, which Jake Gibson has stolen from the NASA channel. So here we have a gentleman who's stolen my little expressions, be it unbelievable, be it like parrot, be it whatever he says was first cited on the NASA channel. So for him to say, we don't need you anymore, Matt, or Matt Powerland's a liar, basically you have a globalist in the flat earth doing exactly what a globalist wants to happen to the flat earth. Destroy the leader, destroy the person who started it, and destroy photo or painting. So anybody who attacks me is an attack on the flat earth. Be very careful what you're left with if I were to suddenly leave tomorrow. Your leader's going to be called an asshole. You're going to have a guy who's running a cult. You're going to have another one who's a UFO gamer. You're going to have a Satanist and an atheist who's just lampooning me and everyone in it that this dummy Jake Gibson fell for. Jake Gibson is as stupid as a stone in the mud. He's very, very, very foolish. What he did lacks any kind of discernment as to someone being real or fake. I don't care if you met them in the three-dimensional world. Did you do any background check on the person? Do you even know the person's real name? You don't even know the person's real name, and then that person's pretending to be another artist's signature? It's the worst thing you can do in art, is to forge another artist's signature or artist's work. You call yourself a musician? You're no artist, Jake, because you steal art from other musicians. You do their music without their consent. And next time you're doing the show, we're going to send some copyright officials over there and some of the people that you're going to be riffing off of. Like, you won't have a comfortable time on any stage in North America as long as you're doing the music of other musicians without their consent. As long as you're allowing other artists to steal the name of other artists without warning the other artists and consenting to that behavior. And you don't know that because you steal people's work. You steal photo or painting, lunar module or homeless shelter. But take the tweaker out of it, it's pretty hardcore. It's a pretty disgusting shirt to walk around with. And then to expose that you're now comfortable being with Luciferians who celebrate, that number and then do signals behind your back, and you're just happy about the money. I'm now going to expose the text messages that he was actually sending to me to validate why it was okay. A perfect stranger, who to this day he doesn't know this person's name, was okay. He took my name. I'm going to show you what's of paramount interest for Jake Gibson in the Flat Earth. It's his fans. He calls you his fans. I call you my supporters and my audience and people who are behind an expedition. I don't go around procuring people that are in the Flat Earth as my fans. If you're a fan of mine, that's fantastic. I've had people say that. But I don't go around saying my fans, my minions. This guy's been in Flat Earth for a year. I've been in this since 2001. He wants to go and tell you he knows all about my history and then make up lies about asking me dead in the eye if I work for NASA and then putting that out there while he's clearing his throat and very nervous, like he's putting on some sort of scripted performance about my past. Do you really think I would give any kind of classified details, names and times and places to a joker that I just met, that came into the Flat Earth, that was cocky and just in it for fame? Imagine what he would have said after I called him out on being with somebody who doesn't know who used my name. Imagine what he would have said. So I'm very, very, very smart not to tell a boy who's come into my work to push his bullshit talents as some speed-plucking bass hack that does cover music and it wouldn't even dare to improvise real rock with anybody. Go ahead. Because I know you want my format again. You want to do a late show, Jake, and you're pissed off. You actually entitled yourself to something you're stealing from me and you think is yours. But dude, you're just gonna have to deal with the facts. You don't ask people their real name. You allow people to steal other artists' work because that's what you do. And you don't know what's right from wrong when it comes to stealing the artwork of another artist. You don't, because you're a hack. You're hamming it up. I could tell just by the inflection of every delivery. You were born and raised on a Hollywood sitcom sofa set. Like everything you do is like there's some sort of audience laughing at what you say. Well, that's not the like you talk in a contrived punchline continuously, like a kid whose brain has been rotted out by Hollywood television shows. That's what you talk like. And then you want to be a shock jock Howard Stern leader who's going to lead the flat earth under the banner called asshole? Come on, dude. You're a teenager. Still got Hollywood dreams? Pathetic. You are a pathetic man, and I am so smart to never tell you absolutely nothing, because there's some little toys on the way, and there's some information that happened in the past I would never tell a hack who's only interested in money, view counts, and taking the work of others.
Oh my God, man.